always back on my feet, no matter the storm. Built from iron and stone, heart forged in the flame. I carry the weight, never cry out in pain.
They think I'm unbreakable, they think I don't bleed, but I feel every cut, still I stand, still I lead. I'm not the weak one here, I'm the one who stays through the fire and fear. I still find my way. Suddenly walls
Of high scars from the one who made me cry.
she lied so smooth, made me feel shame.
Turned truth into a twisted game. Then I met you.
So different and true. I expected the same old fight, criticism sharp as a knife at night, emotional, cold when I speak too loud. Blame shifted quick, always left alone in the crowd.
Why do you listen when I talk too much? Why don't you run away from my touch?
No sigh, no why, no eye roll, no, that's enough. You hold space when the past creeps in. No punishment, no silent spin. I flinch when your hand comes toward my cheek, but you only want to caress. No allegations that my love makes me weak. How can it be real, this bliss?
Is this just a waiting game?
Waiting for the mask to break, waiting for the knife to show, waiting for the heart to ache.
Is this just a waiting game?
Same old story,
Same old pain.
same old fear that love's a lie. Same old tears I try to hide. In a split second I feel hope. Maybe this is different, maybe this is real.
Maybe this time the love
won't steal,
Maybe this time
it won't fade.
Maybe this time it will stay. Or is this just a waiting game?
Or could this finally be the day
When the waiting finally ends
and the heart begins to mend? I waited for the mask to slip,
for the warmth to turn cold and flip.
expected withdrawal and I said no. The silent treatment, the emotional low. But you ask questions really here. No, you're too sensitive in your fear. You don't rewrite what I recall.
You don't make my memories small. I keep waiting for the other shoe, for the moment you show what's true, but you stay steady, hand in mine. No hidden agenda, no cruel design.
Is this just a waiting game?
Waiting for the mask to break,
Waiting for the knife to show,
waiting for the heart to ache. Is this just a waiting game?
same old story,
Same old pain.
same old fear that love's a lie.
Same old tears I try to hide. In a split second I feel hope.
Maybe this is different, maybe this is real.
Maybe this time the love won't steal. Maybe this time it won't fade. Maybe this time it will stay. Or is this just a waiting game?
Or could this finally be the day
When the waiting finally ends and the heart begins to mend.
she made me doubt every word I said, made me apologize for what I never did. Why don't you do that? You don't play, you just stay
While I'm waiting for the day you go away. I still flinch when the phone goes quiet. Still wait for the light to ignite, but you're here.
consistent.
No change.
No need to prove your place.
You see the cracks.
You see the break.
You don't use them for control.
You hold me close when the shadows creep.
No judgment, no secrets to keep.
Is this just a waiting game? Waiting for the mask to break, waiting for the knife to show, waiting for the heart to ache. Is this just a waiting game?
Same old story,
Same old pain,
same old
fear
fear.
that love's a lie. Same old tears I try to hide. In a split second I feel hope. begins to mend. Is it okay just to hold you close?
To feel your breath against my skin.
Can I let my heart beat with your rhythm?
And trust this warmth won't end.
I don't wanna wait for the fall. I don't wanna brace for the pain. Is it okay to love you like this? And let myself fall again.
Is it okay
To love you,
to love you like this?
a lot waiting for.